Ezekiel Kralin has been writing a story about two little dogs for years now, and here is the latest installment. Some People Think I'm Homeless is the title. Ezekiel Kralin wrote. Email correspondence, July 4th, 2023. Subject, Deke's Saturday afternoon meetup. Excellent. Though asshole Wes was there to lend a little fucked-upness to my day. He's the one who sometimes wanders about the Castro, searching for Deke to buy another baggie, but certainly never hail fellow well met when it comes to yours truly. He camps out in a hilly wooded area by the SF Medical Center, and when he descends from his lofty nest to track down Deke, he often looks like the muddy old tramp he is, in tattered garments and a snarl on that mug. In short, he's a rather unpleasant piece of shit. When I stepped out to first greet the pups, I acknowledged Wes with a simple hello. He watched me for a bit, hugging and patting the wee canines while crouched on one knee, and then he said, "You really spoil those dogs." "Yes, I do," I replied, thinking he was paying me a compliment. "They deserve all the spoiling they can get. You know," he continued, "the more you spoil a dog, the more it's likely to bite people." "What the fuck are you talking about?" I pushed back in mild outrage while still giving Lucky and Flacco my fondest attention. "Most stupid, ignorant thing I've heard anyone say in a long time." Deke then chimed in, sotto voce, "I don't really give a fuck." "Oh, you don't?" I exclaimed. "So I got two nasty drama queens nagging me right now. What fun!" Wes then rose up from where he was lounging against the ATM plywood, held his arms out with a broken-toothed smile. "Well, that's just my opinion." "True enough," I replied, gazing up at him while petting the poochies. "But you're still full of shit. Got anything else snotty to say before you go?" He then mumbled something under his breath, how I remind him of his ex-wife, at least I think that's what he said, so I went with it. Sounds like a smart woman to me. She obviously made a mistake hooking up with a creepy old skunk like you. He spoke not another word, but turned around and took off. Good riddance, and while I appreciated Deke's not adding to his sour repartee, I did not appreciate his lack of support, for he could have said something like, "Hey, Wes, Zeke takes amazing care of the dogs. He is very kind to them, so please don't give him a hard time. That's just mean." That would have put Wes in his place for good, but alas, Deke once more failed me as a friend. The rest of the meet-up went well, both that morning and later in the day. Deke asked me to feed the dogs, so of course I did. He stayed around another half hour, was most amicable with friendly banter. He then got up, asked me to watch the mongrels, then wandered toward Castro Street, granny cart in tow. I tended to the pups for almost 3 hours, after taking them for a long walk and resting on Noe Street by Maury's shop for an hour. We returned to my building, where I brought down a large sheet of cardboard and a comforter. But while setting things up, who should I espy seated by one of Super Duper's aluminum outdoor tables and facing me but Chihuahua Man with his two pups from 30 feet away, diddling with his smartphone, and I wondered if he was going to filch a snapshot of me. Whatever, I thought. Bring it on if you must, but it won't end well for you. It's not like I enjoy sticking out like a sore thumb, seated on the concrete with the doggies among all the affluent, snobbish queers strolling by, but it is what it is, and I don't allow my sacred mission to be thwarted by social pressure based on gossip and class elitism. Sometime later, that perpetually snockered woman who moved into my building a couple of years ago with her male familiar, equally plastered 24/7, stepped through the front gate and approached me with a large stainless steel bowl, which she lowered to my face and declared, "I just made this. I thought you might be hungry." It was half filled with a mix of seashell pasta, pepperoni slices, chopped lettuce, and some green and yellow veggie bits mixed in. It looked dry, that is, no salad dressing, not even a splash of oil and vinegar to brighten the dubious salmagundi. Not something I would ever press upon my tongue, but I was polite nonetheless, and she means well, and I've seen her step out more than once with fresh-baked cookies to hand to our local indigents. "Why, thank you, but I already ate, and so did the dogs. We're just fine." I then explained to her that I am not homeless, but these pups belong to a friend of many years who is, and I sit them 2 or 3 times a week because I love them so much. "Oh, so you're just chillin'," she exclaimed. "Yes, exactly," I replied, then added, "You know I live right there, don't you?" and gestured a hand toward our building. Startled to hear that, in spite of her and her partner having passed by me in the lobby or stairway countless times over many months, though I imagine their pickled brain pans sorely lack in the memory department, she exclaimed, "Oh, you live in 9666? Yes, since 1985, in fact," I affirmed. "Some people think I'm homeless, but I actually advocate for them, and that's why you see me out here like this once in a while." To be continued.